Hi everyone and welcome to our Blunt Truth reading. So this reading, what I do is I see whatever messages come through from Spirit, and I always set the intention to get whatever truthful message we need to hear. So this is more of like an empowerment reading, but hang around, see if it resonates, and if it does, let me know. So let's start with an affirmation for this week ahead. So let's have the honest truth, Spirit. What is it that we need to know? I'm using the Wild Offering Oracle for anyone who's interested. We have striving. So eventually the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with flow. So it does seem like lately you have most likely been struggling here to surrender and go with the flow. You know, it's always difficult to let go of that need or that desire to control. It's really hard, you know, especially when maybe there's things that we're dealing with which right now do feel really out of our control, and we want to hold on tightly and we want to try and change them. But Spirit is definitely saying you have to let go, you have to surrender. Why? There's Five of Swords here. There's been some kind of conflict or tension, and I do feel like you have either been trying to resolve this conflict or you've been feeling very upset because of a change within a relationship or friendship or even within a situation. The Five of Swords does come through when there's conflict and change and even a little bit of chaos. So it seems like you are dealing with a situation which you cannot control, and Spirit is saying stop trying. Trying is only hurting you. I see that you are the one who's maybe trying to fix this. So I feel like you feel like you've got answers, you feel like you've got solutions, but these other people, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to know what your answers are or how you're trying to fix things. I just feel like someone is their ears and refusing to listen. So you are definitely trying to communicate, trying to get your point across, and someone's just not being open to receiving that information right now. So, you know, you've got to do what you can do. And I feel like you've been trying, and there's not much more that can be done here. Yeah, look, Nine of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords, we have someone who's feeling very anxious and worried. This could be you. It could be someone who's connecting with you. But the Nine of Swords comes through when this anxiety is really taking over. You know, someone isn't sleeping properly because they're up at night, you know, full of worried thoughts. And this Nine of Swords is just confirming that there is a very deep sadness in this situation. You know, someone here feels at a loss. There's almost this sense of grieving coming through, like someone is grieving the loss of someone, whether that's they've passed away or just they've, you know, become absent here. But there is a very, very deep grief here, and I feel like you are trying to offer comfort to this situation, or you're trying to heal from this situation. And Spirit really is saying start trusting again. I feel like your mindset is so focused on what's been lost or what change has taken place here that you aren't in a trusting place. You know, you're closing your heart space, and when we close our heart, sometimes we don't even realize we're doing it. For example, when my dog Poppy passed away a few years ago, I was so angry and in pain, and I didn't realize it. And everyone kept saying to me, you know, you need to open your heart. I got it so many times from like friends and readers, like, you need to open your heart. And I was like, it is. But obviously it wasn't. But I didn't realize it at the time. It's only, you know, looking back that I was like, wow, I was in a really dark place and I didn't even realize I was there. You know, I was so full of anger and pain that I just closed myself off. So just be mindful and be honest with yourself, because I think that's the hard bit, isn't it? It's hard to be honest with ourselves and be like, do you know what? Actually, I am closing my heart, and I'm not trusting, and I'm trying to control things. The Death card. So there's definitely been an ending. You know, the death card is not about literal death or actual death, sorry. It's about metamorphosis. This is transformation, it's change. But with the death card, this is such a big change that it's most likely uncomfortable. It is the death of ego. So I feel like this week, that's what Spirit is saying, you know, eventually the ego's drive to make things happen falls away. And that's what we're experiencing currently, is this either fear or need to control, or just something that our ego has been doing, that is ending. You know, we are shedding that. And as we do that, we go through this beautiful transition, this transformation, and you'll find that you are able to cut the cords to the past. It seems to me that there's something from the past here which you've been holding on to, which has been a barrier, something you have been having difficulty letting go of. And that's completely normal. Like, don't beat yourself up about this. Change is hard. You know, letting go is really difficult, especially when it feels like we weren't in control of an ending. And that's what I get here, is that there was an ending which took place, which you didn't choose. You didn't choose for this to be over. You didn't choose for this change. And when that happens, it's deeply uncomfortable because we're not prepared for it. And I get this feeling that we weren't prepared for what change took place or what argument erupted. But with this death card, Spirit's saying it's changing. Can't you see? Try to let go and go with the flow, because as you do that, we actually can cut cords from the past here and we can choose to open new doors. So let's have a look at what some of these doors are which are waiting to be opened. The dogs have just started playing randomly. All 5 have just come outside and started chasing after each other. So I get this sense that we have some playfulness entering our lives, which is very much needed. So let's see, what are some of these doors, Spirit? Temperance, balance, inner peace, understanding. Temperance is things in moderation. So, you know, what our ego is doing right now is trying to control things so badly that it feels like we're not balanced. We're not in harmony within ourselves. And we're also not having a life in moderation. It seems like currently there's some very big emotional extremes. Maybe you have been feeling, you know, depressed. Maybe you have been experiencing some very difficult emotions which have been hard to process. And it seems like we have been, you know, living a life of extremes lately. But Temperance is saying behind one of these doors very soon you are going to find that, you know, moderation returns, but you are able to live a much more balanced and harmonious life. Now with this Temperance card, I feel like there's going to be something sweet. I feel like there's going to be a sweet opportunity here which kind of like surprises you, something that you don't anticipate. And I'm also getting so much information. I'm being given there's a lot of information and wisdom that you have that you will be able to share with others. I almost feel like you're meeting some new people, like a new group of people though. I feel very strongly that there's going to be some kind of community aspect here, like a group of people come together and you really find support within that group. So there's new connections here which you're going to make. And also with this Temperance card, I feel like you're going to get that a better, like a healthier lifestyle back. It almost feels like you've not been prioritizing your health, you know. And I don't mean like eating salad and going to the gym. I mean like making time to be present while you shower, enjoying a cup of tea in the morning, or like sitting down for breakfast. That's what I mean. Obviously, I'm sure we could all eat a little bit healthier. Definitely guilty of that. But I just feel like it's almost like you've not been making time for yourself. And Spirit's saying that's going to change. You know, that needs to change. You have to start prioritizing your self-care and looking after your body, because as you do that, you feel more aligned. And when we are more grounded and present, we actually can work through these ego fears much easier. We are aware of it and we're grounded to the point where we can say like, okay, thank you for bringing that to my awareness, but I know what I'm doing. Like, you can rationalize with yourself, and that always helps. So let's see. What does Spirit want us to know? I feel like someone really playful is coming in here. I do. I feel someone who's a lot of fun. Like a friend, or it could be a partner, but even a child. It just feels like there's someone here who brings a lot of fun, who's going to be kind of like coming in over the next couple of months and really making their presence known. Two of Wands. Yeah, I see that this person who's approaching, they have something to offer you, and they feel like this is going to be a really fun opportunity. So be on the lookout for someone who is bringing this sense of joy. I think there's going to be opportunities here to go on holiday or to travel, which is going to, make you really happy. But with this Two of Wands, I just get the sense that someone who is a much more youthful spirit, someone who they feel kind of like excited and almost childlike. This person's coming in and they're going to be making a big difference. Obviously after Leo season we've got Virgo season, but I feel like Scorpio season is going to be when we're going to see this change. So whilst this is a reading for like the week ahead, we all know time is fluid, and I feel like Spirit's saying longer term, so over the next few months, be prepared for someone coming in here who's going to make the world of difference. So guys, I hope you've resonated with this so far. If you have, let me know in the comments. I'm going to head over to my Patreon site to finish off this reading. We're going to go in with an extended and find out more about, what's going on here, who's coming in, and get some more guidance. So if you're enjoying this reading, head over to sacredspace.co.uk to watch the rest. But sending you all lots of love. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you back here tomorrow for our daily tarot reading. So it feels like you are more connected to your passion. You are able to take what you have done so far and use that knowledge. For the extended version, visit www.sacredspace.co.uk. Click on the Spirit section at the top of the page and find the video that you want to purchase. You can also filter by category and choose Extended. Click Purchase to buy this individual video, or sign up to the Evolved tier for full access to the Sacred Space site.